Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Chance. Watch the edge. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Switch. Check the hot read. Hurry.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
I got you, son. 57's the mic. Watch 57. So we got man.
Stewart down. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They go play action. Young completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go. Henry. Watch it. Hey,
They'll run it on the toss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Under 10, under 10.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, ready. Hey, no, 59. Hey, me and you all day. Echo. I'm coming after you. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Here's Stewart looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go, here we go. Go to base. No gain on this defense, no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Stewart. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Right there.
Back to throw. Stewart into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Young from the shotgun. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Young looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down.
Let's go now. Picking up for Pittsburgh. Check 59. Oh, you got deep?
To throw, Young. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is the tight end, Njoku. 23 yards on the play.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Check 24. Check 52. Check 52.
On the ground, it's Chubb. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch the slant. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 43. Switch. Yeah.
Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's first and 10 from the 12.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. No. Off. Hatchet. Big ass.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Watch twist. Check 99.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
I got you.
To throw is Stewart. To throw on 3rd down. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now they try the right side here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Man read. Check. 59. There's a party now. Hey. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Young on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Young throwing on 4th down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st down, 49ers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check. Crunch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by McManus is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Check 33.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone, a pick pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Niners 26, Browns nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Sponge, sponge. No.
Stewart off the bootleg. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
49, check 49.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Showing it.
They run. Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 57.
Now Stewart throwing on 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Wrap it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Well, the second down throw on target. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Young working out of the gun. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's checking. Crash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Young. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Let's go. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Stewart now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Stewart. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch the slant. Watch the edge. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Any weapon. Switch. Check your hot read. Watch twist. Hey. Twist. Check. Lucky. Under crush.
They'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
I'm going to come back to you. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Check out route.
Ship.
Hey, check 24.
Check 4. Check.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Here's Stewart off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check.
On 3rd down, Stewart flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Stewart. Throwing on 4th down. And an alley to run. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road